There's a threat in the world today. A threat to our way of living, a threat to our society, and maybe even a threat to our very existence. And what is this threat?
For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world.
He is the one.
I am.
I am the ass.
He is.
And we are Black and White Sports.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
I'm supposed to be a franchise player, and we're in here talking about practice.
How am I not pound the best fighter in the world? You tell me.
Because you're retired? I mean, I want to see your face when you ask him this question and the way you're going to ask it. Look a man in the eye before you try to kill him or make up something.
He went through my soul.
And I'm not surprised.
What is going on, BW Sports One World? It is Wednesday Night Live, Christmas Eve special. What's going on, Damon?
Try not to blow the speakers with this crackling, but other than that, I'm super excited for Christmas Eve special, which I don't know what's special.
Yes, and
we're going to go with it.
This is special. This is special. The NBA is back last night, but tonight is the Pacers' debut of the 2020-21 season. And what better way to bring that in with debuting the state of basketball by the one just a couple days ago. Congratulations on the first show, man. It was awesome.
Well, thank you. We had, meaning me, and had a lot of fun doing it. A couple hiccups.
It's all right. The Boston Nets are looking good. They're looking good this year.
Hey, but at least my graphic was correct.
It was.
I slipped up. You know what I mean?
Was. That's what happens, man. That's what happens. It's all part of it.
I went to school to shoot jump shots. I didn't go to school to be a broadcaster, but now those things have changed.
Yeah. We've changed a lot. We've changed a lot. Damon, what's going on, man? Other than the show, what's going on, man?
Hey, man, we have a lot going on. But
we do.
I can't tell the world.
Not yet.
Not yet. Can't tell the world. But we got a lot going on, man. This is going to be an exciting 2020 and 2021.
Yes,
it
is.
I advise all you people, boy, you better get on board or you going to get left behind.
I would agree, sir. And what better way right after Christmas to start off our new services, I guess I should say, in broadcasting some play-by-play over at USA Girls Basketball 21 Winter Elite Camp. I can't wait for this. December 28th and 29th, next Monday and Tuesday, us two crazy cats, will be over in Noblesville, Indiana at Ivy Tech for the USA Girls Basketball Winter Elite Camp, and I can't wait. Showing a little this and that on each side of the court, what's going on. And then they get to listen to the magnificent commentary debut of the one and the guy formerly known as the Ass, Dan, the Lion King.
Oh, so we've added the king to it now.
I mean, I'm Santa Dan tonight. As you see, I'm Santa Dan. Now, tomorrow, from what I keep hearing, there's going to be some exclusive video footage of some crazy cats involving with the AWF.
I mean, what does AWF stand for?
Ajami Wrestling Federation. Our good buddy Stone Cold Steven over at Super Kicking It with Steven is putting together some awesome footage of not only a lord, but a clown and a beast.
A man beast.
What's going on? I don't know.
Yeah, a beast man.
Yeah, beast man like He-Man, right? I remember him.
I'm gonna go with man beast.
Man beast
sounds more fierce.
That sounds more sophisticated, right?
Oh,
beastly sophisticated.
All right, so you have intelligence, unlike the beast man.
I'm like the beast on the X-Men.
Or what about Beastmaster? Remember that show, the Beastmaster?
Yeah, I mean that used to be my Twitter handle. That used to be my Twitter handle.
Oh yes,
Beastmaster 82, baby. No, but you guys better go like go like the group Super Kicking It with Steven. Check him out on Saturdays. But tomorrow, you get ready for some awesome footage of a crazy triple threat match happening. AWF2, The Return. That's right, folks. AWF2, The Return. Super Kicking It with Steven. Get ready because it's going to happen. It's going to be fun. Well, Damon he's good now. He's good.
I'm good?
Yes, you are. Yes.
Oh, my God.
Yes, you are.
But
kind of freaks me out every time. But we're going to get you taken care of this weekend. I promise.
Right. I'm piecing it together, bro.
Yep. We're getting there. We're getting there.
Hey, listen. I did just talk about the AWF.
Yeah.
Bro, I seen some of the backstories of some of our characters. Man, this
I will say, man, we went all in.
Yeah, if we was 20 years younger, I might have to get in the ring.
In a heartbeat. In a heartbeat. But you know, we got some things planned possibly in the warm weather when it comes around. My mind's just woo, you know.
I'm not getting in the ring.
A bounce house ring.
I'm not getting in anything.
You can be the manager outside the ring that causes the issues. Oh, we're sorry, folks. We do have a little technical difficulty, but we are working through it as best as we can right now. Let's talk a little bit about what we got going on tonight, other than the awesomeness of tomorrow's Super Kicking It with Steven. I can't wait to show you guys. Broscussion tonight brought to you by our good buddy Tom Racker at CWTV, folks. That's right. He's the best broadcaster in iRacing, and that's not just me being biased, guys. That's the truth. Look it up. He's up there, folks. Tom Racker on Facebook. You know him. You love him as the Stash from CWTV and Checkers and Wreckers. That's right. Broscussion tonight. It is Christmas time. You know, it's Christmas time. Christmas Eve's tomorrow. Normally, you have the good old Christmas Day games in NBA. But you know what? There's been some football games in the past years, too. So right now, I want to discuss some of the best memorable games that fell on Christmas. Damon, I think he can hear us. I'm just making sure when he's ready, he'll pop back in. But we're good. We're rolling. Best memorable games that I can remember. I mean, you look at the Knicks and the Bulls back in the non-Jordan year, in between the two three-peats. They went into overtime. Scottie Pippen played every minute of that game, folks. Every minute. That's in overtime as well. So 53 minutes, no breaks other than the timeouts, ball stops, quarters, and halves, and all that. The man did it all that night and led them to a victory against the New York Knicks. I remember that game because I was really into basketball then. You know, we had a couple guys that would play on the weekends. We'd play from 8 in the morning until the sun went down and then tried to turn the lights on. Damon, did you hear the Broscussion question of the day?
Most memorable Christmas Day games?
Yep. So I was talking about the Bulls and the Knicks when it was the in-between year of the non-Jordan year in between the two three-peats when Scottie Pippen played the whole 53 minutes of the game because it went into overtime. So we're going to do it. We're working it out. It's okay. It's Christmas, guys, you know. vacation mode, taking a sip of some good old Elijah Craig and Coke Diet Zero or whatever the hell my wife bought. It's awesome, though, because if my trainer over at Elite Performance is listening, he wouldn't mind that too much. It's better than beer, a lot less carbs. We're all good to go. Another one that I was thinking of in the NBA, I'm going to have to say, and I'm talking about the times when I actually was born. Yes, the Wilt Chamberlains in the 70s and the early 80s. I don't recall and remember the early 80s, other than getting my ass wiped and my diaper changed. So I'm looking at mid 90s is the early 90s, mid 90s is when I really started getting into it. Another one what was it? 2006, I think it was the right after the trade of Shaquille O'Neal from LA to Miami. It was the Christmas Day game that Miami met LA, and it was kind of like there was a lot of chatter around that time too. There was a lot of chatter about Kobe and Shaq not getting along. That's why the trade was made. Kobe was king of LA. Shaq was dispensable, obviously, in a lot of people's minds. It came down to that matchup, and it was a great game. It was a great game. I believe Miami won the game. Yes, Miami won in overtime by 2. Shaquille O'Neal, 24 points, 11 rebounds, 3 blocks, 3 assists. Kobe had, and by the way, Dwayne Wade had 28 points. Shaq had 24, so that's 52 points total between those two. But Kobe had 42 points alone. Obviously, he was carrying the LA Lakers that year, and rightfully so. He was the king of LA back then, and God rest his soul. He still sits on a high throne in LA, as he's well deserves. Kind of going to NFL, there's been a few games, excuse me, on Christmas Day. And, there's a lot of Christmas. I mean, I remember a hell of a Christmas Eve game. That's when my entire family usually got together to do everything. And then Christmas Day was the immediate families. So Christmas Eve, we'd all be over at my grandmother and grandfather's house, big Italian dinner, everything going on, football games on. Oh, no, I'm sorry, not this year. This was at my aunt and uncle's house. My uncle passed away. My aunt was still living. And the Eagles are playing the Cowboys. And it was like a 44-3 game because it was awesome for me. My brother was all pissy because obviously his team didn't even show up to play the game, which is fine with me because fly Eagles fly. I hate Dallas anyway. Every year, doesn't matter. So there's that game. There's actually, what was it? It was the Steelers and Ravens 2016 was a decent game. I think it was a 4 or 5 point game, back and forth. God, what was it? Just a few years ago, I want to say it was Kansas City and Kansas City and Oakland, maybe? I want to say it was Oakland, but I could be wrong. It was a heck of a game. I want to say it was only like a 1 point game. Hey, there he is. Have you been okay? Let's go. I got you now. Best memorable NBA games on Christmas. I did also say so. My second one was the Lakers Miami Heat when the trade was made.
All right. I went without the mic and the headphones, just because I'm tired of that. So we're gonna roll on and make this thing stroll on. Hey man, I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't have any memorable games. I don't have any memorable games like just for Christmas Day, other than if the Lakers play. I mean, I was just happy to have basketball being played. So that just let me know that the transition was complete from football season to basketball season. So any game played on Christmas was memorable to the one.
There you go. Any football games that stick out by chance?
0 football games.
Okay.
Football games is Thanksgiving. Yeah, there's football games on Christmas, but that's Thanksgiving. But yeah, I can't just say no. This game right here was the game. I enjoy them all.
Well, I will say that if there's a Philly-Dallas matchup on Christmas Day, you know that there's two people that's definitely watching that game, and they're usually together at the time that game is played. So. You there?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Yes, I didn't know if you were completed your pause. Or...
yes, I am done. I know. I rushed right back in after I asked you a question and then threw something right back out at you. So my apologies. I'm trying to get better at that.
We're getting there. I use 6 less a show. So we'll get to a point where I'm down to under 5 ums. And me saying to acknowledge does not count as ums.
No, that does not. That's not an There's no M on the end.
All right, so there we go.
All right. Next up on the docket, we have a little station identification quickly, and we'll pause for the calls. What is up, everybody? It's your boy Dan over at BWSPORTS1.com and Black and White Sports. And I'm wondering if you're ready to buy or sell that home, now's the time, and I got just the person for you. Mr. Shawn Nugent, a.k.a. Rockstar Realtor himself, 317-503-8322. Put that home on the market. Get into your dream home with this man. Talk to Shawn at Talk to Tucker today, 317-503-8322. And make sure you tell him the boys over at BWSPORTS1.com sent you. That's right. He is the rock star. It's Christmas Eve, and we're ready to rock and roll.
Yeah, and while you're at it, checking out the Rockstar, if you're a person who likes to put your money on the line, make sure you check out one of our fabulous shows, a BW Sports One exclusive. You got Bet Your Ass with Rafael Esparza on Mondays at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, hosted by the fabulous Dan the Lion King.
And you guys will understand that more after tomorrow if you check out Super Kicking It with Steven. I'll give it to all three of us, man. We all three stepped out of our little boundary zones for a quick couple minutes, and we all got into good character. That's all I'm going to say. I'll let the rest speak for itself tomorrow.
Yeah, it should be quite entertaining.
Oh, yes.
All right, so let's get into my bookie man cave headlines.
Hey.
What? Oh,
hey.
For your 50% deposit match up to $1,000 and a free $10 bet at mybookie.ag.
Using promo code BWSPORTS1.
Yes, it's Santa Dan.
What?
Santa Dan. Amy said Santa Dan. Read the comments, man.
Okay. I'll get there momentarily.
It should be right.
Aha, yes, Santa Dan. Like that? I could be the Grinch. Watch out. There may be some Grinch spotting. Oh, no. That's Yogi Bear. There may be some Grinch spottings here shortly, folks. Watch out. Merry Christmas, Brandon. We appreciate you guys. Good luck this weekend or this coming week. He's heading down to Daytona for kart week at Daytona. Good luck, guys, and good luck, Kaysen. Good luck, Stoner boys. Good luck, all you guys. Amax. I can't remember all the teams' names, but congratulations on getting down there. Good luck. Keep it in one piece. Make it back safely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Santa Dan. You remember what was it? Oh, brother, where art thou? I'm a Dapper Dan man. With his hair. Isn't that what that movie was? Oh, brother, where art thou? Okay. Never mind. It won't make sense to you. Never mind.
No, because it was not a Tyler Perry movie. I'm really joking with the Tyler Perry thing.
Wow.
All right. So, did you check out any of Tiger and Lil Tiger?
Yeah, it's like a mirror image of his dad. I mean, with the swing, he looks like his daddy.
Well, he looks like his mother, but his mannerisms on the golf course looks like his daddy.
That's what I'm worried about. I don't care if he's the ugliest thing out there in the world.
No,
or if he's the model citizen that Vogue looks for. I'm looking at this game.
It's perfect. You don't want to have your daddy's looks, bro. You want to go with the mom and your daddy's skills. But anyway, I like the odds, the little prop bets that Raphael put up Monday about, young Charlie's future. But I mean, I'm looking at this kid, man, or this young man. Hey, unless he burns out, it looks like he enjoys it, but unless he burns out or something catastrophic happens, he's gonna be good.
Oh yeah, he's definitely gonna be good.
But he's like 11, so I'm not really getting into that Michelle Wee hype yet.
No, he's got some. I mean, there's obviously a lot of places that he can go to. A lot of things can happen. We'll have to see.
But that's the fun about the prop bet, sir.
Yes, it is.
All right.
So bet is what you're saying. So bet. I get it.
All right. So this could be good for a topic of conversation coming up on a new show that has to do with combat, coming up here in the near future. But, the talk has been going on for the last couple, especially really big last year and this upcoming months in the boxing world. You got Spence Jr. and Crawford. Are we going to ever get this super fight? We keep hearing both sides, arguing and crying about, who's the big dog and who's the money maker or whatever. Last time I checked, one person has 2 belts, one person has 2 belts. Neither one of you guys are better than the other. That's why we're trying to get you in the ring.
Here's my thought, and this is what you need to do. What's up, Caleb? Nice of you to join. Merry Christmas, sir. Here's what should happen. And put a little time into this. Think. Thanksgiving weekend, the Saturday of Thanksgiving 2021. Triple main event. Okay? Triple main event. Fury, Wilder 3. Triple G, Canelo, rematch. Or trilogy. That's a trilogy too. And Spence Jr. versus Crawford. The out of the 3, I mean, that would be a fantastic card. You can't tell me it wouldn't. But out of the 3 fights right there, this is the one that has to happen for boxing, especially if they're going to put some guy by the last name of Paul into a boxing ring again for money against Floyd Mayweather Jr.
Exhibition. But no, I don't want to see Wilder Fury 3 at all. I don't. I'd rather see Fury and Joshua. That's the better matchup.
I wouldn't mind seeing that, but I want to see Fury and Wilder 3 with the gloves securely on, so there's no complaints. I don't want to see anybody come into the ring with a crown or a whole 100-pound night suit or anything like that. You come to the ring. I don't give a shit if you have a robe on or not. Come out with your boxing gloves, your shorts, your cup, your mouthpiece, and get in there and box.
Hey, let me ask you a question. Who won the first fight?
Wilder.
He did?
The first one?
Yeah, I thought Fury won the first one. I thought Fury won both fights.
No, the first one was a draw. First one was a draw. Second one, there's been obvious stipulations that Wilder did have a point when he was getting hit by Fury's bare knuckle damn near. So I don't care. Roll your eyes. Watch basketball.
Everybody's got an excuse when they get punched in the mouth.
I know. Research it.
Yeah, research it. Everybody got an excuse when they get punched in the mouth. Was he disqualified at the end of the fight? Was his gloves deemed insubmissible? Was his gloves deemed not usable in the fight where they had to disqualify him? No. What was the end result? What was the end result? 3-1
the
fight.
Point that I was making, though.
That's what you just said.
No. I said the gloves were fine. The gloves positioning where he had his hand in his ball of his fist compared to where it should have been in the glove, that was where it was in question.
Did the ref check the gloves?
Supposedly.
I mean, were we all watching the fight? Did the ref check the gloves?
Supposedly.
Did he check them before he put them on?
Supposedly.
Okay. Well, I saw the footage. I watched the fight. The ref checked the gloves. Look at that.
Well, all I'm saying is go research the videos and the pictures that they have. I mean, if you're wanting to say something about you watch the footage, okay, I understand that. Yes, he he checked the gloves in. But how well did he check? Who knows, really? I can do this. Yeah, you good? Yeah, you good? Okay, I can do that and not give a shit. Or I could check him, and then somehow it was loose enough to get his ball of his fist where he needed it to. Hey, either way, I'd still like to see a rematch. Why not? But I'm with you. I'd like to see Joshua and Fury fight as well. Because Joshua definitely is deserving of a title shot.
Yeah, it's his time. Yep. I'm not a fan of. We talked about it before. I'm not a fan of immediate rematches. You lose, you go at the end of the line.
No, I'm with you. But it's put in the contract from the first fight. That's on them. They shouldn't have done it.
Yeah, you don't sign it. Yep. And here's we have Spencer Crawford. So
ain't biting body parts. I'm not watching. Caleb, I don't know what kind of porn you guys watch down there in the South, but God love you.
Wow.
Caleb, I believe, is in Tennessee. Caleb, am I correct on that? Caleb runs the Checkers and Wreckers go-kart on the Dirt Series down there in Tennessee, I believe, is it? So he's a hell of a racer down there.
Moving on. Hey, is the Reds a bad name?
Doesn't matter. All teams will be numbers here soon. However many teams are in the league, they may switch even the number every year.
All right. We missed it because the notes were disappeared last week.
Yeah.
The Cleveland Indians have stripped the name Indian, and they have chose to go with the Cleveland baseball team.
Yes, they sure did. And
my question is, if they were called the Cleveland Native Americans, would it be a problem?
Somebody would probably make it a problem. And it's usually the people who doesn't concern them that makes it the problem.
That is amazing, sir. Your analytical judgment is absolutely astounding.
I'm serious though. It's gonna be like, thank you, Courtney. Thank you. Appreciate that. It is. They're going to take away all names so nobody gets offended, and everybody's going to be like, if there's 30 teams in the MLB, there's going to be the Cleveland Ones, the Cincinnati 22s, the New York 16s, and the New York 24s. It's going to be so stupid. Yeah, I said it.
Okay.
And that's not just in baseball. That's gonna be sport wide. Stupid. Can't say colors because somebody will be. I wanted to be the Blues. It's Cleveland. It's Cleveland. It's Christmas Eve, folks.
Apparently. I think we're going to have Christy check with him next up.
If she didn't see, that's on her. I wasn't hiding anything.
All right, so that's all I got for Man Cave headlines. There's not really nothing that was worth talking about. And wasted our Christmas Eve.
It's a Christmas Eve.
Yeah, Christmas Eve.
That's tonight. Oh boy. Well, I guess it's time for a little station identification. And this time we're talking about some Driving for Dyslexia. That's right, folks. Driving for Dyslexia is a nonprofit organization based here in Indianapolis, started by Elliot Cox and family with Elliot Cox Racing. Little kid, man, he's growing up in front of us so fast. He's 13 years old, fitting in an F4 car, and he's sitting, getting there. Any updates on Delonte? What? That might be for you. Wait a minute. You threw me off, Caleb. Gosh. Driving for Dyslexia raises money. Yes, I got it going. Driving for Dyslexia raises money for teachers and training for kids with dyslexia. It's an awesome organization. They're fantastic people. If you have the need to donate anything at any time of the year, donate to drivingfordyslexia.org today. Merry Christmas to all.
Today for all.
That's
and
right.
Don't forget to check out Super Kicking It with Stephen on Steven.
He said that on purpose.
I did. Super Kicking It with Steven on Saturday afternoons at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And as far as I know, Caleb, Delonte West as I'm assuming who you're talking about. He is not back on the corner as far as I know. I haven't seen any Mark Cuban Twitter updates as of recently. So,
there you go. Yeah, Caleb, man, I seen that pop up. I'm like, I got to learn how to shut that off.
I mean,
peripheral.
To be honest with you, I haven't even thought too much about him. Not in a negative. It's just not on my radar.
There you go. That's how we roll, Caleb. We're going to tell you the truth. Cold, hard, black and white truth.
All right. Well, we should have the link up on the page and on the website. So go ahead and check it out. If not, we'll get you taken care of, Caleb.
Oh, right on, Caleb. Yep. Hold on. I'll help you out. I'll put it up here in just a second.
Because that's what he does, and he does it real good. So we're going to jump into college football. Obviously, there's a lot going on in the world of SBS football. We have come to the point in the season where we are down to the last four teams who are deemed the best four teams in the country. But we have our matchup set. They're the best four chosen teams. Kind of for the biggest brands in college football right now too. But here nor there. But you got Alabama number 1, Clemson number 2, OSU 3, Notre Dame sliding down to 4 after the revenge win for Clemson in the ACC championship game.
That wasn't just a win, folks. That right there was an ass whooping. Like Cool Whip. That was an ass whooping.
Yeah, so your matchups are going to be, I thought that they were going to punish Notre Dame for the loss and for the fact that they still refuse, even with their success in the ACC, still refuse to give up or share that NBC money. I wouldn't want to share that NBC money either. that NBC money is $15 million a year for Notre Dame. And if they go to the ACC, they're only going to get about $3 to $4 million a year from TV deals. So, yeah, kudos to Notre Dame. So I thought they were going to get punished for that. But they did not. They still allow them to be in the top 4. But their consolation gift prize, whatever you want to call it, is the unanimous number 1 Alabama Crimson Tide.
Yeah, I mean, there's no questioning that Alabama should sit on the top spot right now. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. We got until January 1st to see this game. We got a lot of bowl games in between now and then. And, man, hey, good job at making it. Here's your consolation prize like we were talking the other day. What a way to go.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to look at them, I guess these are games that they want us, that they want to make sure the NCAA or the TVs get some type of rating, some type of money back that they're missing from the college season. I mean, these are the 4 teams that that their fan base is going to travel and their untraveling fan base is going to tune in. So they're going to reap that money on the back end. So I understand that. But to take that into some of our news points of the college football world, I mean, it's like the committee, it just has no choice or doesn't even try to do anything for any conference outside of the Power 5. It's getting a little ridiculous. There was teams who played the allotted amount of games, who beat the people that were laced up against them, but yet they're still put behind 2-loss, 3-loss SEC teams. I'd like to see Cincinnati in that Final Four. Give them a shot. They pretty much earned it. But, it's like the committee continues to uplift this Power 5 when you got quality schools, who can compete that aren't in those those conferences.
Mm-hmm. I agree. I mean, I've been saying it for a while now. Cincinnati definitely deserves to be in there. They're what, 10-0? Give them a shot, like you said. I mean, it couldn't be much worse than the ass whooping we saw Clemson give Notre Dame this past weekend. Which, mind you, I was a little pissed off. Just letting you know that. Be honest. Yeah, I mean, give them a shot. Do I still think Ohio State should be in there? No, but, it is what it is. It's a done deal. Nobody likes hearing it, so we'll move on. I hope
they were going to get sick. I mean, they was going to do everything that they possibly could to put them in there.
Well, I mean, it's apparent. It was obvious what happened. They were trying to do that. And it kind of leads into another point that we're coming up on is the IU. Do I think they got screwed? Yes, in the bowl selection. Do I think they necessarily got screwed? Well, they got screwed because they went and changed the way or changed the restrictions and the rules for the Big Ten and all that. Yes, in that part. However, I'm going to say till the day I die but if you would have won that game against Ohio State, none of this talk would be happening right now. You would probably be sitting in the 4 spot. And Notre Dame would have probably slid to just 3, and IU may be playing Alabama right now in the playoffs. Who knows? But you had to win that game, and you didn't.
If their quarterback was healthy, regardless if they won that game or not, if Penix wasn't going to play, they wouldn't have been the 4th seed if they beat Ohio State or not.
I don't know. They've put up numbers without him, and I'm not saying that he's not a severely missed player on that offense. But they have that next man up mentality, obviously, because they haven't missed a beat.
Yeah, and they haven't played anybody since the caliber of them. So, I mean, I think those are games they're going to, with him playing, they'd have probably won by 20-plus points. Without him playing, they win by 10-plus points. But, it keeps bringing up that conversation that we've had before. I tuned in to Raphael and you on Monday for a smidget. And it was brought up then. I think he had a prop bet on this with an article that I mentioned before that the NCAA or the majority of the NCAA schools were just like, you know what? You FBS, y'all go ahead and keep your Power 5, and y'all go ahead and do your thing. We'll go ahead and do another national championship over here where all these other schools have the opportunity to compete. And people said it might not work, but I think it'll absolutely work because it works already in college basketball. You got the NIT and you got the NCAA tournament. There you go.
I don't disagree with you. I do not disagree with you. I think they need to figure something else out. I would hate to honestly see the split happen because that's just saying, hey, we can't get along and blah, 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 we're split. I mean, come on, let's get shit right. And this for the kids.
I mean, yeah, but if you say it's for the kids, then absolutely split it up and give these kids an opportunity because it looks like you're only focusing, well, not you. It looks like the committee of we have to make sure that we keep this distinction clear. The FBS is different from the NCAA. I mean, it's plain and simple. The FBS is a governing body that decides these teams who play for the national championship. They don't make the rules. The rules are made by the NCAA. You see what I'm saying? So if you want to
So we are told.
Yeah, so if you want to separate and you want these schools to do that and you want your FBS, here, go take your Power 5 conferences. You know what I mean? That gives all these other teams to compete for, a national championship. And they still kind of do it now in football with the NCAA Division II. There's, you know what I'm saying? They still have it where they're what was it? Appalachian State was it? When they were Division I, they just weren't.
They were like Division I AA or something.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I get what you're coming from on that. I really do. But to me, I think that they should really just start considering every team and looking at all the teams out there. And you know what? Make it easier on you. Force people to play certain people every once in a while just to see. If you want to see the preview, see the preview.
Exactly. Speaking of bowl games, beginning of the week, Army wasn't playing in the bowl game.
Which was ridiculous.
But something happened in the Tennessee Volunteers organization. They're not going to play in that bowl game, so Army steps in. Way to go, whatever the little sign call thing is.
Aren't they the Golden Knights?
Yeah, they're the Golden Knights. But the actual Army, whatever they're, like Marines, the Semper Fi. All the people I know are Marines, so I don't know about the Army people.
I'm not trying to do displeasure any of them by saying something wrong. So, I mean, and I'm not saying we were trying to. I'm just saying I don't know. I know what you said. Semper Fi. I don't know what the Army says, so I'm not even going to try to act like you do. But while we're speaking of it, thank you for all your hoorah. Thank you for all your service. Merry Christmas. God bless to all that are especially overseas right now. I hope you make it home safe and everything.
And why stop cheating on your man? Fight for your freedom.
That's right.
I said it. I've watched a lot of NCIS.
Wow. Okay, then.
All right, so sticking to the college theme a little bit, let's jump down to basketball. Only a little bit of changes in the top 10, but the only thing I'd like to talk about pretty much with that top 10 was the matchup that we had with Gonzaga, number 1, and at the time was number 3, Iowa. I know you should be a fan. I mean, you're a North Carolina dude, but you like the bigs. One reason why you're a North Carolina dude. But if you like that type of game, Luka Garza was an absolute guy who you wanted to watch. And I was really looking forward to looking at this game because Gonzaga, has been dominating the college world since the beginning of the start of this season. And I know some people are big fans of Gonzaga for the simple fact that they play in a different type of conference. But Mark Hugh has been doing this for 25 years, playing the big dogs, beating the big dogs, going on the road. The only thing that he lacks is a national championship. Everything else, Marquis has done it. I mean, he's got guys in the league. He's had national players of the year. You know, I mean, he's been to the Final Four. He's just missing that last milestone. And the team he's got right now, bro, they are spanking everybody. 3 top 5 wins already this season.
I mean, just look at the adversity that they've had to overcome over the years. Did you like that note that I put? I just had to put, you probably didn't even see it, did you?
Oh, I saw it. I just tried to glaze over it.
I just wanted to see your reaction when I said it on air. You know I am agreeing on you on the adversity thing. Yeah. But, you know, hats off to the coach, man. He, like you said, he's been doing it for a long time. He deserves that national title, you know. But these kids got to play for it because they seem to, over the years, they get so far and crash. You cannot have a crash. If you're going to have a crash moment, you got to have it mid-season and then roll back. You can't have it in the tournament. That's been the problem over the years.
Yeah, I mean, the tournament is the way it is. I mean, it's come down to it on several occasions that the best team does not make the tournament. I mean, it does not win the tournament. So, you know, in that game set of one game and you're done, you know, that makes the excitement of it. But I don't think there's any team in this current setup and in this current NCAA that if you gave them a 7-game series can win 4 games against Gonzaga.
No, probably not. I'm not disagreeing with that at all, but it is set up as a 1 and out, and you got to play like that because honestly, like you said, that brings excitement to it, man. That's why March Madness is so huge the way it is, because it's anybody can win any given night, especially in those first 2 or the first 4 nights of the tournament, man. Anything can happen.
And for you individuals out there who don't know, who don't come from the state of basketball, which is Indiana, the NCAA National Men's Basketball and National Women's Basketball Tournament was modeled after the Indiana State High School Basketball Championship. Know your facts.
I like that. He's kicking facts, folks. Kicking facts with the 1 over at the State of Basketball.
Last thing with NCAA. Great news.
Basketball.
One last thing with NCAA, which is I'm going to ask you about this because I don't ever remember them being king of anything in the Big East. I remember them having good teams at times.
I'm biased. That was biased note. That was a biased note. That was an organically biased note.
Yes, because I do only remember one national championship.
But like you said, I mean, bring it up. Who are we talking about?
But they are iconic, though. Who hasn't, as a kid in the neighborhood, hasn't rocked a Georgetown hat?
I still got a hoodie.
I'll
throw that bad boy on for you next Wednesday.
Hey, I mean,
show you that I'm not bullshitting.
I know you are. I mean, who hasn't walked that Hoya dog on the front of your hat, took it to the side?
Wait a minute. I don't know anything about that. I'm not gang affiliated.
Oh, wow. You took it to a whole new level. I was just going urban.
Oh, my God. He's got a G on his hat. What does that mean? Gangster.
Gangster. Hey, I bet you a lot of people don't even know Georgetown's a law school.
Very much so. And, you know, it's the oldest university in the States, right?
I don't know, man. You messing with them Harvards and them Yales and them Rutgers. Rutgers been around a minute.
Come on, somebody out there, Facebook fact check for us, folks.
Yeah,
Georgetown is the oldest university in the United States. I know it's one of the first. I know
Rutgers was the first school to play football, to play the first game was Rutgers.
Well, hell, does Georgetown still even do they still not have a football team anyway?
No, I've never seen a helmet of Georgetown's caliber.
No. I mean, it was bad enough seeing a UConn helmet beat Notre Dame, but a Georgetown helmet I have never seen because they are known.
At least UConn was Division I.
Huh?
At least UConn was Division I.
Well, that's true. Took a double-A batter.
Yeah, there it is. But anyway,
I stopped myself.
I put it out there.
You did, and I'm trying to be nice because it's Christmas Eve.
But to get to the point that we were trying to make about Georgetown, kudos to Coach Ewing. He landed his first 5-star recruit, the first for the Hoyas since 2014. Looks like Patrick is slowly trying to change the tide up there at Georgetown.
Yeah, I mean, I think you got him at Georgetown, you got Juwan Howard at Michigan. Those are the type of guys that can bring their alma mater to something bigger than where they were when they took over. I mean, obviously Michigan has been up there the past couple of years, and they're still coming back strong. Georgetown, like you said,
they're 6-0.
Yeah, I know. Throw it out there. And Carolina's lost freaking 6 games already.
We're like 4-4. Hey, at least you're still ranked. The last time I checked, Duke is gone.
See ya. Bye, Rodney. Go sit your Blue Devil ass down. What was we talking? Georgetown. I mean, like I said, Georgetown, like you said, is iconic in basketball. Obviously, law school. Obviously, good. Good history there. But Patrick Ewing can bring something to Georgetown that they haven't had in a long time, and that's not saying anything to the late great George Thompson or anything like it, or the son that took over, or anybody.
John.
Yes. Well, I'm sorry. I had a Boston Net moment.
We're even. Boston Net.
I had a Boston Nets moment, folks. That's all right. That's how we roll. We roll on. But yes, rest in peace, Coach Thompson. But Ewing, I think, is going to do good things.
Yeah, I think he's going to get the time that he needs. I think he's earned it. And really, Georgetown doesn't look at their academics to define their university, but if their athletics to define their university. Unless it was the rowing team. I think they curl too there at Georgetown. I could be wrong.
I'm sure they do, man. Come on, look where they're at.
All right, so that takes us out of the amateur.
You see that?
Ranks.
I'm shuffling. I'm curling. I'm sending the curler.
I'm
sending the puck, whatever it is. Yeah.
The stone.
I'm
over you. Well, that takes care of our amateur part of the show.
Amateur. I'm sorry. Excuse me. I had a hiccup there.
Which brings us to our next station identification for all you people needing something to do to work on all this trifecta you get ready to get Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year. Boy, you better get out there and go see these people right here.
You see that? I'm getting buff, brother.
Oh, yeah.
Let everybody know where to find you and how to get in contact with you.
That's a good one. So you guys can give us a call here, 765-499-1005, or you can email us, eliteptbyzd@gmail.com. So you got both by phone and by email, or if you want the address here at the studio, it's 7430 Little Oak Lane, Indianapolis, Indiana here, 46259.
I still laugh every time I watch that. Zach Beer, he's a great guy, man. Elite Performance LLC on the southeast side of Indianapolis. Just getting ready to move into a bigger facility to host some more equipment and stuff in it. I've lost 10 pounds over the past week. I'm feeling great. My legs are a little sore today because this morning was leg day and I was wobbling up the stairs to take a shower this morning. But hey, I made it and I'm here. And I'm getting healthier by the minute.
Hey, I got 10,000 steps in today.
I felt like I had 10,000 steps in before 7:30.
Hey, do your thing. But while you're getting them 10,000 steps, make sure you take about 4,000 of them to walk over to the monitor to check out our brothers over at Checkers and Wreckers Sunday morning, late Sunday mornings at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, where they shift hard, drive fast, and keep the rubber on the road.
Look at them go. This is Christmas Eve, boys and girls. This is what happens when Lord Darkington comes to life.
And Sean's not even watching, and I nailed it.
I actually think that they are running a practice 24-hour race. Just to tell you, there's all three of us plus a bunch of other guys are getting into, I think it's the second weekend of January. There's a Friday night to Saturday night and a Saturday night to Sunday night 24-hour race at Daytona. You have 4 or 5 people on the team. Each driver has to drive at least like 20% of the race for it to count. So literally somebody's going to take a nap while I'm driving, and while they're driving, my ass is sleeping right here on this couch until hopefully somebody wakes me up. Oh, hey, there he is. We're partying, man. We're feeling the Tom Racker vibe tonight, brother. We are feeling the Tom Racker. We like to party vibe over here at BW Sports 1 tonight. I love it.
All right. So where are we going? We're going to the NBA. Little quick talk for the NBA. Little bit of news, not a whole bunch, because you're going to get a lot of that from myself on the State of Basketball, episode 2 dropping this weekend. But as we go right now, just a few things that we might talk.
Hold on. This is bugging the shit out of me. Can't do it, man. I can't do it. I'm used to pointing that way, and you got me pointing that way, and now it's not right.
You know, watch, somebody went and grabbed a beer, and they're going to come back and be
whoa!
Like, what the hell was going on?
Wait a minute. Man, that's some good shit.
Like they're interchangeable.
Right? That's how diverse we are over here at BW Sports 1, folks.
Say it again. But anyway, we'll just mention a couple things. To some of these, we'll talk about the state of basketball over the weekend. First off, Adam Silver acknowledged the possibility of a NBA expansion team. I think Seattle is the leading candidate for that particular franchise if they do it. So I'll probably dive into that a little bit over the weekend. Let's see here. We have the last one I'm going to take off because I forgot to even go look at the other 3 games. So we won't even mention that one. But
alrighty then.
So just go ahead and scratch that one off. But what was I talking about? Games, NBA. Yeah. Yes, we had the season start last night. So you had the first 2 games of the season last night. You had the Brooklyn Nets going against.
I was waiting on the Brooklyn Celtics to make their debut.
Yeah, the Brooklyn Nets going against the Golden State Curries. I mean, the Golden State Warriors.
That's about all they have.
That didn't turn out too well for the Warriors. They were lightly let off the hook towards the end of that game could have been a 40, 50-point ass whooping if they wanted it to. But Durant looked absolutely outstanding. Kyrie, if he's playing like that, he's going to burn sage everywhere. So, hey.
He said he got out of VR and we moved.
See?
Messing everybody up, man.
It's just like I had to stop and look down like I did something wrong. Like, what's wrong?
I will say, folks, real quick, if you got kids, okay, if you got younger kids and they want to hear Santa, you don't have to show them my beautiful face because I don't have the whole get up on. But come in at about 8:50 and we'll bring Santa Claus onto the audio for the kids.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Ho, 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 ho.
Yeah. And
probably my best impersonation ever.
It was. It was 10 times better than Ultimate Warrior.
Oh.
All right.
Lord Dorkington, you have no clue.
Well, so yeah, Kyrie, KD look good. Steve Nash gets his first win. Steph needs help. Steph needs help.
Yes, he does. Oh my gosh, we just had a Grinch sighting, folks.
And the second game yesterday was the Lakers receiving their rings from the COVID championship, and they were facing the cross locker room rivals of the Los Angeles Clippers. The Clippers won that game. I don't really say too much into that, really, because, LA lost the home opener to the Clippers last year, and you see how that turned out. I would say that game one, Paul George kind of showed up like his mouth has said he was. It looked kind of funny at the beginning, but he is the single reason why, with his 33 points, that they shut down the champs last night. So I still wouldn't look too much into that, but that was a good game. So it was a good start for the NBA. Tonight, there's a slew of games on. The Pacers are playing right now against the Knicks. So there's a lot of stuff going on in the basketball world. And don't forget, 5 games on Christmas.
Oh, my. Courtney, I love you tonight. You're on one just like I am. Jesus and Santa are two different things, Damon.
In what religion? They're both white men.
No.
Well, I know they're both not, but mainstream everybody tries to tell us that they are.
Santa's red. Duh. Meaningless games. Thank you. Yes, John. That right there is true, because once playoff Paul comes, it's a whole nother story. And we've all seen that before. Wait a minute. We're still waiting to see it.
That's kind of why I said I wouldn't look too much into that one.
I know. I read it. I understood what you're throwing out there.
So, but for all you Pacer people, they look good, but they're playing the Knicks. So we'll see how the story for their season goes. I can't do it. Because Hulu, when we signed up for Hulu, Fox Midwest was on there. But the contract disputes come. Hey, but hold on, bro. Please believe that she's downstairs watching the game. There's always a back door to everything. I just don't have that back door up here.
I got you.
Yet.
About 7.5 minutes left in the third quarter. Knicks are up 74-70.
7. There you go. She just put it up.
I guess she got a little delay compared to my app.
I thought I had it up right here, but then I was foiled. I have too many things going on.
Yeah, we don't need too many things going on right now. I got enough shit going on up here for one person, let alone anything else going on, folks.
Right. NFL, what you got for NFL?
What? NFL?
NFL.
We got a lot for NFL. Complete panic time for the Steelers. But is it? I'm not going to go complete panic time. I know you're a fan. This is your team. You're feeling the pressure, and rightfully so feeling the pressure. But you know what? I'd rather take these 3 losses right now and move the rest of the way to the Super Bowl. Now, granted, there has to be one major thing that you guys find in the next couple weeks, and that's called
testicular fortitude
game. Maybe that too. Get through all the adversity.
Ooh, but it's like saying Beetlejuice 3 times, boy. You won't even know. This is what I have to say on that panic. You know what? I think it is panic mode because I think it's panic mode for a lot of people. But the only defense that I'm going to give up right now is for Juju Smith-Schuster. He's the only person I'm going to defend right now. And it has nothing to do with football. It has to do with this TikTok. I'm a defending. For 11 games, Juju Smith-Schuster danced on every logo that he played away. Nobody said a freaking word. Nobody said nothing. Not a commentator, not a player, not a nobody. They lose 2 games. Oh, my God, it's big news. Mike Tomlin needs to talk to Juju. Are you freaking kidding me?
Yeah, I don't understand that. So what if you did? Let the other team handle it on the field if that's the case. But
listen, they didn't give a shit. But
I know if they do.
Yeah, but that whole game, every time Juju got tackled, oh my God, they're handling their business because he danced on their logo. When that man made that tackle, he didn't think nothing about his ass and that stupid dance on that logo on that dumbass TikTok. But now,
I'm going to tell you right now. Hold on. I'm going to tell you right now. Watch a Dallas person dance on the Philadelphia 50-yard line and see what happens.
Hey, watch anybody dance on in Philadelphia 50-yard line and see what happens. And it's not going to be the player.
Touche.
But no, I think it is full panic mode because you can start off the first 11 games of the season undefeated, and you can lose all 5 games going in, to finish off the season. Yeah, you're a playoff team. That's your saving grace. You're going to get into the playoffs. Like I posted the other day, no, you're in the playoffs. You're in. You clinched. You're in the playoffs. You just haven't won your division.
Okay.
But you go from winning the AFC North to being a wild card road team after winning 11 games in a row. Yes, there is panic. Listen here. They can lose the last 5 games. You just lost to Washington, you lost to the Bills, and you just lost to Cincinnati. But look who you got coming up. You got the red-hot, electrifying Colts, and then you have who I thought was going to be a really good football team anyway, was the Cleveland Browns. So you can drop your last 5 games of the season going into the playoffs. Please don't. I'm done.
I feel your pain, sir. This is where we need the wonderful Monica to bring you back into your mind quantum state and calm your ass down. No, but seriously, I get what you're saying because I've been there with Philly, man. We're not in the same boat, but we are in the same boat. I get it. Frustration-wise, I get it. Am I saying it's total, full-out panic mode? Not yet. But you better fix something quick.
If you wasn't in the playoffs already, then it's full panic mode. But because you're in the playoffs, it's
fix it
quick. Alarms.
Yeah. Alarms. Oh, they're going off all over the place. It's just not panic yet.
Yeah. So.
We're not panicking at the disco yet, folks.
Hey, John, I say this. Yes, third string quarterback. Do you not remember the Dallas Cowboy game with the third string quarterback? Do you not remember the Denver Broncos game with the third string quarterback?
I have nothing to say because we couldn't beat the Bengals.
Or the Steelers.
Yeah, but we have a tie against the Bengals. I guess we don't have a loss to him, though, so I'm sitting a little bit better than him. Just in that aspect, not the real record overall, because we suck.
All right, so what's next? Hey, what were you doing the last time the Patriots did not make the playoffs?
And we're talking about 2000, right?
Yeah.
I just graduated high school that June. I'm sitting at IUPUI for my first semester in college, my only semester right out of high school into college. And I was still doing dumb shit. That's how long ago, folks, it's been since the New England Patriots have missed the playoffs. Yes, I still do dumb shit occasionally, but not as dumb as what I used to.
We just think about our dumb shit now.
Yeah, there's a big gap in the shit that I do now compared to then. Way big gap. Huge. It's a huge gap. It's huge.
20 years ago, bro, Julian was 2.
Woo!
And I was still working at Fridays, getting ready to propose. Ugh.
Oh,
just kidding. It wasn't that bad.
I was going to say, but the funny part is 20 years later, you're married to a coworker, right?
Not the same person.
I understand that part, but she worked at Fridays with you when you were getting ready to propose, correct?
Well, yes.
That's what I'm saying. I know you didn't propose to your current wife, man. God, I'm not that stupid.
Also worked on Fridays. Just okay.
See, I didn't know that part.
Yes, we all.
I didn't know that part. I knew the sister-in-law worked there. I didn't know the ex-sister-in-law worked there.
Yeah, the current sister-in-law worked at a different location. So that's a whole other situation. Anyway.
Open Pandora's box tonight, folks. Oh, shut up now.
I mean, we did. What was the shut up about? There's no secrets there. Now I'm getting to look like, oh, there's a secret? What's that secret?
Hey, Pam's all around.
Pam's all around. All right, moving on.
I caught that. I'm moving on now, Courtney. I promise.
No, they weren't. They're not at all. Neither one of them. All right, so that's that. So we get into the S&Ds, which means surprises and disappointments.
Oh, bet you were thinking. Yeah, you right there. I know you were thinking something different. I saw your eyes.
I don't even know what S&D stands for.
Shits and diggles. I don't know.
Shits and diddles.
Shit and dingleberries.
Well,
surprises and disappointments is what it means here. I saw that guy's reaction. Yes, you. Right. No, not you. Sit down right there. Yep. That guy. Yep, you.
Well, who's your surprise, bro?
Big shout out to my brother. If he's still listening before his broadcast. Tony Pollard, man. 40-yard touchdown run to seal the win. I mean, that it was still time on the clock. They still scored it again. But that was his second touchdown of the day. And he did a hell of a job, and he was a big part of the reason that Dallas won.
Go Cowgirls.
I'm not saying all that.
No, I didn't. Yeah, go Cowgirls. I'm all good for a Cowgirl.
No, and there's a see. You said go. You said go. No.
Yeah, go Cowgirls. Didn't say go Cow.
Cheerleaders. Say go cheerleaders. Then I'll jump on the bandwagon with you.
Absolutely not. Have you been to Texas and seen a real Cowgirl?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, go Cowgirls. Pockets with no jeans. Jeans with no pockets. That's it.
That is more like it.
My disappointment is a tag team, like the Rock and Sock. You know what I'm saying? the shit in Dingleberry.
Shenanigans and Dingleberries.
Mike Tomlin and Big Ben Roethlisberger. You're clearly my disappointments, and we're not talking about disappointments. We're talking about surprises. So I'm going to backtrack. And I'm going to talk about my surprise, which is Ryan Finley from the same game.
Yeah.
The guy did not throw over 100 yards passing. But he had like 79 yards rushing. I mean, I've never seen the slowest read option ever. Like, they didn't even read option. He just took off running, and they were like, okay. So, Ryan Finley, biggest surprise. Good job, bro.
Well, who's your team? The Brooklyn Nets?
Sure.
Boston
the
Nets?
Jets. I mean, it's obvious. It's the freaking Jets, man.
Jets. Jets.
And the reason why I picked them, not because they won their first game or maybe been the worst win ever since they're going to be out of the Trevor Lawrence, but I picked them because the Jets players are all the adversity that they've experienced the whole season. The one thing you can say that these Jets players didn't give up. Their staff, their coaching staff, their organization might have gave up, with some of the play calls that were made. Yep. But these players never say, hey, man, I'm playing for pride here, so let's get out here and make this thing happen. Good job, Jets. That's my team.
And I have nothing to disagree with you on that because the Jets are my surprise team. I didn't see them winning a game, at least not this one.
Right.
Which leads in to my disappointment and yours too, the whole Rams team.
Okay, damn.
Boom.
You went with the running back. You went with the whole damn team.
How do you lose to the Jets, especially when you have nothing locked in for sure?
They lose to the Jets the same way you lose to the Cincinnati 2-10 third string Bengals.
Any given Sunday, right?
Any freaking Sunday, you freaking bastards.
Oh my God! Look out, folks! There's a grand
players only. I hate players that call player only meeting. And you scrub. And I love Ben. Ben's my guy. I'm gonna be shitty when Ben leaves. But man, I hate players only meetings. It's called the players only meeting.
This guy runs the BWSPORTS 1 logo on his car. He's the Grinch. He's the Gent, as we called him last night. His last name's Gentry. God love him, Taylor Gentry. He's from North Carolina. And he's the Gent as of last night.
Petey Pablo in the house.
Yay.
So your disappointment player, obviously, Rams, Dalvin Cook.
No, Dalvin Cook's with Minnesota.
Same player. They all suck.
Player. No, let me tell you why he's disappointing me, but it's because it's not his fault. That dude puts up numbers week in and week out. He scores points in the offense with Kirk Cousins and whoever's doing the offensive coordinating there. head out of ass. Do something because you're leaving that boy to die.
And you like that, don't you?
What?
My Kirk Cousins. You like that, don't you? I can't believe you didn't get that. That hurt me.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I was a little slow.
Well, I'll recap. Mike Tomlin, Big Ben, big disappointment. Mike Tomlin, you normally have a foothold on your team. Not saying he's losing the team, not saying that by any means, but it's never been beyond you or above you to check anybody on your team. Right now, Ben needs to be checked in some of the decision makings he's making. I can't completely blame Ben, as in throwing the ball 51 times, 50 plus times, 3 straight games and 3 straight losses. You have to go at the offensive coordinator for these situations. Other teams have terrible running games, but they find a way to scheme runs into their game. That way they can still have a play action style game. The 3 play action plays that Ben had last night were all completions down the field. But do you think we go back to that? No, we don't. So, Ben, I'm angry with you. Mike, I'm going to email you.
I mean, that is your twin. You guys are close.
And our cousin is Omar Epps.
Doppelganger.
All right. So that was our S&Ds, our surprises and disappointments.
That's right. We're not talking shenanigans and dingleberries. We're talking about surprises and disappointments, folks.
We would normally go over our Doc Sports picks of the week from last week.
Yeah.
But we had a debacle.
And we called it on the fly.
And I didn't write any of them down.
I forgot.
I forgot them like the next day.
So
that's why we have notes.
Yeah. That means we move into this week's Doc Sports Picks of the Week. Brought to you by Doc Sports Service. $60 free sports picks. No obligation, no credit card. Click here now. Text BW Sports to 29022 right now. $60 free sports picks. No obligation, no credit card needed.
Hey, make sure you send me that so I can add it to my slideshow.
Gotcha. I gotcha. You like that?
I do. I loved it. It's pretty sweet. And yes, that is right. We have like 8 promo codes. So you guys need to start using them because we're getting you guys good stuff. I'm just saying.
I'm saying I like it. I'm pointing like Miami Vice, man. If you're on YouTube or Facebook right now, look at me. Point back at me. Give us a like for each point.
All right, best game.
Best game. You want me to go? I'll go. Best game, Doc Sports Picks of the Week. Titans at Packers. You have 2 teams fighting to stay up on the top of their conference. I was looking for a different word before conference. I don't remember it.
Division.
No.
Oh, okay.
Conference. Yeah. Anyway. Their conferences. They're up there. They're playing. Hold on here. Okay.
It's a little empty.
Now I'm good. Yes, it is. Now I'm good. Eric helps the lungs talk. Titans at Packers. Both are sitting on top of their conferences, playing for positioning for the rights to have a home game or not. I think it's going to be a good game, and I'm going to pick the Titans to actually pull this off. There's no fans in the stadium at Lambeau Field. Nashville gets cold too sometimes. They can play. It's going to be a close game.
And the Packers don't defend the run very well.
And Derrick Henry's a beast.
But Aaron Rodgers scores ridiculously.
He's a beast.
Terrible. I don't know. My best game is the Eagles and the Cowboys. And this has absolutely nothing to do with on the field antics. I picked this game because the fireworks and the conversation between the guy formerly known as the Ass and Thomas Recker.
Racker.
Reeker, Fracker. Shawn. This is going to be brother versus brother, team versus team, city versus city, north versus the south, free slaves versus non-free slaves.
Fly, Eagles, fly. That's all I got to say about that. I don't think it's going to be that good a game, though.
No, it has. Yeah, the game itself is going to suck.
Maybe.
But the conversation between you two is going to be absolutely amazing.
We have a lot of Grinches.
Barely. Worst game.
The worst game, in my opinion, will be the Bears and the Jaguars. The Bears pulled out a win against the Vikings. This divisional win. They're sitting in, they're not going to get to the NFC North Championship. Obviously the Packers are going to have that. But Jacksonville has nothing to play for, and now they have something to lose for. So why not be the worst game of the week? Who you got?
Good logic. I'm going with Coach Steelers, and that's all I got to say.
All right, then. Most intriguing game of the week. I got your Colts Steelers game right here. I think it's going to be intriguing. Hey, Colts are fighting for a lock in the playoffs and could potentially take over the division with them winning and Tennessee losing. And then on the flip side, Pittsburgh's got to get something going. You don't want to go 4 straight down. Then panic really hits.
I mean, it's at home, but that means nothing when you have 4 people in the stands.
5.
Okay. 4 now. Little people don't count. I'm kidding, little people. I'm kidding.
Telling Santa. See, I got Santa Dan. Santa Dan's telling Santa Man, you said you don't like elves. You get nothing but coal and sticks in your stocking.
Bro, he's been giving coal and sticks since we don't have chimneys in the ghetto.
You got a front porch, though.
What's he going to do? Leave it out there so it can get stolen in the ghetto.
Lord Darkington isn't in the ghetto anymore.
I didn't grow up in the ghetto. I did.
No, you didn't.
I grew in the countryside of the Welsh province. All right.
Guys, again, real quick, don't forget to watch tomorrow's, Super Taking It with Steven tomorrow, man. That's going to be good. I'm sorry. Who you got?
Rams Seahawks is my most intriguing game.
I could see that, but I could also see, honestly, Russell Wilson is due for a hell of a game, and I think he may get it against the Rams defense that allowed, 30 – how many points did the Jets score on them?
Enough to win.
Exactly. I think there's a team that's just doing and not meaning to, like the Jets and Jaguars have been. I'm talking about the LA Rams. Tiptoe off the cliff ledge.
At least their starting quarterback is still their starting quarterback. And then why is he crying talking about I'm going to leave because I'm not the starting quarterback no more?
Is it
Don't
true?
worry. Don't worry. They weren't going to pay you starting quarterback money as a backup anyway. You weren't going to be there anyway.
I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen there. We'll have to see. It is what it is. Next man up. I don't care who the quarterback is. Just put somebody in there that's going to win. Put somebody in there that's going to play with the team and win. That's what it's about.
All I do is win no matter what. Oh, my bad. I'm back.
Jazz hands.
All right, so that is what we got for you guys today. We got a couple other things lined up in the woodworks for you. Make sure you guys check out all of our other original and syndicated podcast shows. Make sure you check out. We got something coming up from our buddy Dan the Lion King. Starting in January, we got the Combat Zone for all you people who like to put them things up. Check out my man and his show. Don't forget our brothers over at Dynasty Bros FF for the redraft show.
Redraft.
Audio is up on all of our podcast audio platforms. And our sister from another, I don't know what that's going to be called. Our sister from another mister. That's it. Yes, our sister from another mister, Monica Rochelle Clark, giving you quantum inspirations.
And let's welcome a little. I mean, obviously they've seen her last week or so, but here's a little sneak peek of the cover artwork for the show.
Nice. So check that out. She is going to work your mental mind while we work your physical sports mind. Great job with that. and of course, don't forget us every Wednesday at 7:30. So y'all seen all these awesome commercials, all these cool logos, all these good promo deals. That's because we are community people. So if you want to be a part of that, if you want your logo up there, you want your services, your gifts, what you provide to get out to the masses, why don't you hit us up at info.bwsports1@gmail.com, or y'all can directly DM either one of us on all of our social media platforms.
That's right. And just real quick to give you a little side kick into 2021, we are also offering video and audio editing, voiceovers, commercials. Anybody's got commercials? We don't have to do the commercial for you if you don't want us to, but we can. If you just want one of our voices in there, contact us. Who doesn't want Barry White or the crazy guys of the Stevens family in one of their commercials? Just say it.
I will do the love commercials.
Yeah. Oh God! Now I'm gonna see Damon going into all Cirillas around Indianapolis. Hey guys, do you need any voiceovers for your commercials? Not a bad idea.
Going into the Lions Den.
I got something for the Lions Den tonight. It's Christmas Eve. All right.
You understand the Lions Den is a gentleman's video place distributor.
The Lions Den that we're talking about is the Lion King's Den, not the one on 38th and 38th and Shadeland almost.
You got one over. Apparently 38th Street is the spot. This on 38th and Lafayette Road.
I was just saying, you go from one end of town to the other on a straight shot. You'll get everything you need.
Hey, that's on we'll talk about that on James Harden Chronicles.
Oh,
my bad.
James Harden Chronicles. I heard it. The Lions Den.
You got anything out of the Lions Den for the people before we sign out?
I do. It's Christmas Eve. Be thankful for what you got. It's Christmas weekend. I know some people are working. I know some people never get a break, never get a day off. The people that work in the medical field. I got my wife, my sister-in-law, Sean's wife, the medical field, the insurance field. She's, my sister-in-law over there, she's been staying busy. We're blessed to continue to work, but we're also blessed to be able to help others. And if you are blessed enough, like we are, to just lend a hand to anybody, lend it, especially this weekend. It is the holiday season. Merry Christmas to all.
Yes.
Rawr.
Rawr. The one thought. If your kids still believe in Santa Claus, don't be a dick and ruin it. Write Santa Claus on the damn package. Message.
And that's the bottom line, because the one thought it be right.
This is the way.
This is the way. Damon, have a Merry Christmas, brother. Tell the family we love you. We'll have to get together soon. And I knew she was going to hear the cue, because she can't miss Christmas Eve. And it wouldn't be a Wednesday Night Live without the presence of the Pew Pew Girl joining us to sign off.
Hey, when we get famous, she's going to be in college. And everybody's going to be calling her the Pew Pew Girl.
The Pew Pew Girl.
Hey, it's the Pew Pew Girl.
Her name. Hey, aren't you the Pew Pew Girl? Oh, no, we love you,
It
Jasmine.
looks like I have like a microphone.
It does kind of, doesn't it? You know, that's my straw. Don't you be sipping on that.
Oh, no. Never.
It does.
Never. You heard that, Uncle Damon, right?
What?
She said
Definitely.
never sipping from that type of straw, which means she's never drinking alcohol ever. She said it.
Okay.
Yep. Then, as always, Damon, Merry Christmas. And what do we do, as always?
Well, when Santa's reindeers are not putting holes in my roof, we are keeping Indy sporty.
Pew pew! Peace!
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas!
Santa!
Oh my God, I know!